All right, we should be live. Good afternoon, everyone. It is Saturday, September 23rd, 2:08 p.m. and about 21 degrees Celsius. And according to my phone, I'm in Midtown Toronto, although that is very much not the case. I'm here at Christie Park, just west of downtown and just east or just west of Koreatown as well. But we'll be passing through there pretty soon. I see Sheena Roberts in the house, Harjot, Transportation Land, Marge is here. Emily is here. Estelle. Patrick. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Wesley's here, Zach McNally's here. Hopefully the audio and video are coming through nice and clear. Wajdi is here as well. Thanks for tuning in. Just a friendly reminder to hit all the things, like or dislike, subscribe, the bell, yada, yada, yada. I've got the phone in hand now, so we're gonna get up in a moment and start moving. Deb H says hello from Calgary. Brad Palmer is here. Mark D is here, and there I am still kind of tired. I don't know why. I got a pretty good sleep last night. I did a live stream from home on this channel, actually. We went about an hour and 40. Then I didn't stay up too much later after that. I did some laundry, went to bed, woke up, edited a video that I recorded yesterday. And after this live stream, I'm gonna record a video. Then I'm gonna go home, take a shower, come back downtown, have dinner, and go to Nuit Blanche. So I've got a pretty full day ahead of me here. This is just the beginnings of it, but I need to make my way more into downtown from here. So I thought, why not get a live stream going and record a walk? Oh, this main camera here doesn't want to, oh, there we go. It didn't want to focus for a second. Stupid iPhone. Patrick says good quality video, Johnny. Thank you, Patrick. So this is Christie Park. I think I saw that Henry was live streaming as well. Last night in Toronto, Jaycation was live streaming. I think he's already left, unfortunately. Oh, Henry is streaming now, but I don't know where he is. Maybe we'll run into him and say hi later. But that is Bloor Street, just to the north of here. Let's walk through the park and make our way up or over to Bloor. Sebastian says, happy first of fall. Yes, it is officially the first day of fall. Yesterday was the last day of summer. I guess it depends which calendar you follow. But most common ones, I think, have today as the first day of fall. And it's a pretty nice day. About 21 Celsius. And if you're wondering, because nobody is, I'm still rocking the minimalist shoes. I've taken the soles out, so I've got a true zero drop going on. Kevin Hawthorne is here. Pervez is here. Hello.
Daddy, is this downhill?
So we're just going to go to Bloor Street and waltz through Koreatown and the Annex. It's just a nice afternoon to be out and walking around. No worries, Brad. I hope you have an awesome Saturday afternoon. Naughty Brown says hi. So this is east on Bloor Street West, walking along the north side of the street here. So this is the very west end of Koreatown. I used to live in this neighborhood for a year, back in 2006 to 2007. Christie Station is just to the north. I was gonna let this car turn and then that guy just started crossing. Am I out buying something to clean my microwave? No, I'm out buying something much more interesting than that, which you'll see in a future video. Yeah, if you saw on the Johnny Stumbles channel, my microwave is pretty filthy. Oh well. Hey, there's where I get my haircut. When I go to the Goa salon. In Midtown. Zach says Maple Leafs versus the Ottawa Senators tomorrow at 2 p.m. And in other completely irrelevant news, Melissa says, hello Johnny, happy weekend, hello. There's one of the best Korean restaurants in the city, Sundabu Bukcheongdong. Maybe we'll get a coffee at some point on the stream. Coffee Pocket, we're open. So this is one of two kind of major Korean areas in the city that is north of Shepherd through Willowdale, and that extends actually all the way up to Steeles pretty much. Hervé says, I'm watching live streaming, but some minor issues with the chat. Yeah, I think YouTube chat has been kind of buggy lately. Hopefully it's not too bad. The ABX girl says, hi from rainy North Carolina. I've got a friend who lives in Asheville. Marge says the Jays are on at 4. Yeah, they're firmly in a playoff spot at the moment. And the good news is they're not really going to fall behind at least one of the teams today. As the Mariners and Rangers are facing off. And they're currently ahead of Houston, the Mariners, and Rangers. So one of those three ALOS teams is going to win their division. And the other two will have the tiebreaker of the Jays, so the Jays just have to have at least one more game on their win tally. Door Fruit Market. It's a pretty good crowd through here today. Already asking if I'll be doing restaurant reviews. Unlikely. I don't really think I'm qualified to be reviewing food. Marge, $6.99 for that latte to get you through the walk and to send me running straight to the men's room after. Thank you, Marge, for the $6.99. Much appreciated. Thank you. We'll see if we can stop off and get a coffee. Where are we? Bloor and... approaching Bloor and Palmerston in a few blocks, kind of in between Christie and Bathurst. Jellybean is here. Yay. Sub Saturday, Johnny. I've been streaming a bit more often Saturday afternoons. And last night I just kind of phoned in a lazy one from home, so why not get out? and do one of these ones. I had a lot of fun watching Jaycation stream from Toronto. He was with another YouTuber, Pat75. Speaking of places I used to get my hair cut, there is Hair 1010. And the girl who works there is named Kelly, and she used to cut my hair. All right, Bill, thanks for your ratings. As we continue east on Bloor West. A giant Pikachu that I'm sure is an officially licensed item. Jack will be here until the rugby kicks off. What is this place? Back to school, original spicy, Korean fried chicken. I might be in the mood for some Korean tonight. I'm supposed to be downtown around 7 to get some food. And we are at Palmerston. Herman Huang was gifted a membership by Clifford Taylor. Clifford Taylor, thank you for the generosity and welcome to channel membership, Herman Huang. Thanks again, Clifford. Speaking of which, I need to get a members exclusive video uploaded for members and Patreon supporters this month. And send out my monthly update. Good stuff, Clifford, thank you. Is it just me, or has that notification stuck on the screen? Oh, there we go. What are your top 3 restaurants in Midtown? Top 3. Zach McNally has become a member. Thank you, Zach. Top 3. I really like Sip Wine Bar. I think it's a very underrated Italian restaurant. One that's become a favorite takeout spot of mine already is Alouette. That place is fantastic. And one more Midtown restaurant. I've already got burgers covered at Alouette. It's more of a takeout joint. I think Tumboku Ramen is often where I find myself going. I know it's a chain, but it's fantastic. And we are approaching Bathurst Street. So that's it for Koreatown. And across the street is where Honest Ed's, a large discount department style or department store kind of thing, used to be. Now it is a complex of rental buildings. But given that they are built after 2018, they will not be subject to rent control. Oh, Zach McNally, Herman Huang, now donating a membership to Zach McNally. Herman and Clifford, thank you so much, guys. Welcome Herman and Zach to membership. And we're about to cross over into downtown. There's a Bathurst streetcar on the left. And we are now in the Annex. Usually a pretty lively neighborhood. I'll look back at Bathurst. Sounds like there's a duck kind of quacking around here. Oh well. Let's keep on moving. It's Mr. Tonkatsu on the left. I've not had Japanese donkasu in a while. Sorry, I'm the last person to ask for a cigarette from. There's Poppers. That's owned by the same people who own the very popular Madison pub. And they've got an excellent rooftop patio there. Sebastian says Henry streamed for 4 hours. I'll try not to make him jealous with a heroic 80-minute effort. Oh, hello. There's some friendly viewers. Some friendly viewers. Ran into a couple of viewers while I was recording a video yesterday. And I think they were familiar. Pretty sure I've seen them before. There's Lee's Palace, and up top is Dance Cave. That'll be packed tonight, no doubt. And it's the Danforth or the Bloor location of Repair and Run. Get your bike, e-bike, or e-scooter repaired there. It's good to see more places like that popping up. You could also take your stuff into Move-In on College. Repair and Run has another location down on Queen West. Hello, Janine. Your first time on the live, welcome. Yeah, I don't know where Vivian is. I'm sure she's having a lovely Saturday afternoon. There's the Victory Cafe. That originally was a bar set up in an old house in Mirvish Village where Honest Ed's was, and it got expropriated for the new development. And they've sort of reappeared as more of a pizza restaurant. Although they're selling breakfast. Sweet potato hash, 17 bucks. I'd expect them to have a pretty solid selection of adult beverages. If you met me, you'd ask for an autograph. It would be not worth anything. If anything, it would devalue whatever I signed. Jason Lee, good to see you here. All right, I'm gonna have to mute it for a sec, guys. All right. Just avoiding the copyright narcs at YouTube. There's where the Brunswick House used to be, now Value Village. And a lot of the residential streets in the Annex are just like this one. Tree-lined, nice and quiet. It's no surprise that this is where Jane Jacobs chose to live when she moved to Toronto from NYC. There's a nice outdoor cafe. Hunter Randolph says, "Hi Johnny, I'm so jealous of your lifestyle. How are you able to afford such lavish trips?" Lavish trips and fancy things. Fancy things? You mean like the shirt I'm wearing from Amazon? Or the shoes from Amazon? The socks from Dollarama? I don't know if the word lavish comes to mind. Or the bachelor apartment in Midtown. I kind of prioritize traveling and spending things on the channel. I assure you, my life is anything but lavish. There's B&B Books across the street. I'm just frugal about the things I don't really care about. And that gives more for the things I do care about. This used to be like an Asian street food market on the left, but it kind of failed. It ended up coming across, from what I heard, I never got the chance to go, but it ended up being more like a glorified mall food court than authentic and remotely affordable Asian street food, which is quite a shame. It's a good concept. Just seems like they didn't quite pull it off. Herman says, Johnny Strides, where's my next lavish trip? Yeah. I don't know. Flights are scary expensive right now to everywhere. I'm waiting on YYZ deals to send a good deal. We're hitting Robert Street. Hello, Joy Navarro. Hello, Colleen. Welcome to the stream. Big thanks to everyone for tuning in. If you are just tuning in, we started at Christie Pitts Park to the west of here, and I've been moving east along Bloor Street West through Koreatown and now the Annex. After this will be the Yorkville neighborhood. I may or may not be making my way to go make a purchase, which I'll feature in a future video. So stay tuned to the channel for that one. Is Henry still alive? Kind of. Oh, it looks like he might not be. Joy says the weather looks nice here. It's raining in southern Italy. Herman says, what's next on your wish list? Oh, the first place I was trying to search was Bali, to be honest. I was thinking like November, December, somewhere far, somewhere kind of tropical. Bali's a big island. There's several different interesting areas you can stay at and explore. I've only been there once before. So I think it would be a great spot to go. And we're at Spadina. There's the look south. James Greenwood is here. Christo says, who is Henry? Henry, Toronto Tech and Transit. He runs a Toronto-based channel where he does a lot of live streaming as well. He was live streaming when I started this, but I think he might have stopped. Let me see here. Yeah, I didn't see an active live on his channel. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I inconvenience you by walking on the sidewalk? I think this person's filming me on the left. They're like holding their camera in front of their eyes, pointing it at me. I love it when people do that. Oh no, he's filming. I'll film him back. That'll make us even. Thanks, man, for the update. Yeah, they've closed the bike lanes here. That's still not an excuse for riding on the sidewalk. There's never an excuse for that in this part of town. Like, those people are doing it right. Just take the lane, get single file with the vehicles. That's where you belong. Mike Landry, $2 super sticker. Mike Landry, thank you so much for the support, Mike. Thank you very much, Mike Landry. Thanks, Zach Thong. So what they're doing here is they're building an elevated and separated bike lane. So those dingbats who ride on the sidewalk will really not have an excuse. Good afternoon, Brandon Lopes. Thanks again, Mike. Some girls ganged up on you for filming a cat. You took ideas from me and Ken. I don't know where you live, but here, you're free to pull out your camera in public and record as you please. There is the Bata Shoe Museum. That sign is telling us the cycle track is closed on Queen's Park, but again, it's not a big deal. You could turn right here at St. George and you'll find a bike lane that'll take you down to Harbord Street or Hoskin, or you could just go right on Queen's Park. And we are at St. George. St. George Station just on the left. Well, and tonight is Nuit Blanche, an all-night art festival. Starts at 7 p.m. and it runs till 7 a.m. Donovan Gould, ZAR 70, loving those sunglasses. Thank you, Donovan Gould. I'm not sure what currency that is. I don't think I've ever seen that one on this channel before, but thank you so much. Much appreciated. Glad you like my 10 euro Barcelona sunglasses. I lost my very good fake Ray-Bans in Paris. So buying these on La Rambla. Oh, hello.
Buddy, I watch you. I really like you.
Awesome. Cool. Drive safe. Cheers. Friendly guy. It's another viewer. That is true, Neville. That said, if someone asks me politely, like, hey, can I not be in your video? I'll point the camera away. I have nothing against doing that when people are nice about it. What's the craziest thing that's happened on stream? Well, the craziest thing happened just after the stream. All you have to do is Google my name and you'll see news articles from that incident. But craziest thing on stream? Might have been that time I was streaming with Ken a few months ago. We were walking north up Bathurst and a guy ran across the street and tried to snatch the camera and he gave Ken a shove. A very unhinged person. Jay Smith is here. Hello. Watch out, U of T will steal your leftover meal plan money. Budget ahead if you have leftover money. Help your unhoused neighbors. I don't know if that's true or not, but I think U of T has taken a use it or lose it approach to their meal plan money. That can't be right. A big school like this that feeds off of greed and international students taking people's meal money. Never would have seen that coming. ZAR 70 is 70 South African Rand. Oh, thank you. Johnny, do you hate what they did on Bathurst in college? They fucked up parking, now we need credit cards to park? Less parking, the better. The more deterrence to people bringing their vehicles, the better. So I don't know the exact situation there, but I can't say I'm crying about it. They are building separated bike lanes, which is a major win for local businesses. When you do that, accidents go down, deaths go down, business goes up. It's win-win-win, except for the crybabies who need to find new arrangements to park their car. There's the Royal Ontario Museum on the right. Would I ever consider coming to South Africa on vacation, Donovan? You know, that would be neat. There's one continent I've never been to. Would you recommend Johannesburg or Cape Town? I've seen vlogs where Simon Wilson has been to South Africa. Oh, no more coins in the parking meters? I think they should at least have a cash option. If that's what you're getting at with that. Yeah, I use my smartphone to tap pay almost everything these days, but I don't think anyone should be able to refuse cash. What is this? McMaster University. Across the street from U of T? We are getting close to Queen's Park. Hey, what is that? Reg Hart speaks on Jane Jacobs of the Reg Hart Cineforum on Bathurst Street. Cape Town is really a beautiful city. Certainly check out Table Mountain. Thanks for the suggestions. Can you also tap for transit? Yes, you can. I use Samsung Pay to tap for transit. Something weird happened yesterday. And around midnight, I usually get all my transit notifications. They don't come instantly, and I got a credit for $3.30 from Presto on my credit card. I have no idea why. Did they overcharge me and credit me back? I tapped once yesterday. Actually, I tapped twice, but it was within the same 2-hour time limit, and I didn't get charged. I got a credit. Please do not walk through the garden. Skunk family living nearby. What neighborhood in Toronto do you recommend renting in for people moving into the city? That's a very tough question. Pretty much anything by a subway line I'd recommend. Yonge and Eglinton has a big stock of apartment buildings. Would you visit Edmonton? Funny you ask, I actually had standby plane tickets to go to Edmonton several months ago. But I ended up canceling. There were those wildfires and horrible air quality up there. That was just going to be like a weekend trip. But yeah, I'd definitely go to Edmonton at some point. So this stretch of Bloor is known as the Mink Mile. There's a lot of high-end retailers. And just north of here is Yorkville Village. There's a lot of smaller boutiques and that sort of thing in Yorkville Village. I don't really want to walk through this scaffolding with this camera. Oh well. Johnny, would you rather run across Canada like Terry Fox and get $1 billion, or wear an orange shirt representing Orange Shirt Day for $500 million? I'm going to go with the run. There's no time limit on that, right? I'm assuming I could have a motorhome follow me, and I'll be well fed and well nourished. Let's do that. All right, scaffolding, be damned. And I'll look back to the west. Christo says the Yonge and Eglinton area is so expensive now. Yeah, but relative to the convenience there, I think it's a better value than a lot of downtown neighborhoods. If you look around Yonge and Davisville, there's a lot of older apartment buildings. And if you're going to be renting, you really want to rent in a place that was built prior to 2018, because our idiot premier lifted rent control on anything after that. So when your lease is up, your landlord can just do whatever the hell they please. And we don't exactly have a healthy housing market where we can lift those controls and let the market take care of it. It's just going to end up screwing people over. That would honestly be my recommendation. I'm not just saying that because I live there. Did it take you a while to get used to holding a camera in public? I started with the original Osmo Pocket, which is pretty discreet. So not really, but It was a little bit jarring at first moving up to the gimbal. Oh, look at this. Looks like one of those antique car rides I rode at Darien Lake. But carrying the phone on the gimbal, it's not really that big a deal. You draw a little more attention, of course. Let's try to get to Johnny to 1 million subs by 2025. I might hit 100K by then. Speaking of which, Jaycation is nearing 100K. He's over 99. Tap Matter says that car is awesome. I definitely appreciated seeing it. As we are making our way to Bay Street. Dirk G is here. Hello, Dirk G. As we watch the crowds cross the street here. Uber Eats is messaging me. Hey, and this channel is at 94,888 subscribers. We are 112 shy of 95K. Photo Bucket sent me an email. Urgent. Do you want to keep your photos? No. Don't care about you, Photo Bucket. I pay Google $3 a month to expand my storage on one of my accounts. And I've set it to store high quality backups of all my footage and video or pictures. Because if you don't do that, it's compressing them. One day they'll put my shoes in the Bata Shoe Museum. Paula Hicks says, when do you think you'll get the first snowfall? I'm gonna say last week in November. I think we'll get a pretty good snowfall, then that'll be it for several weeks. Yugit says hello. Hopefully it's not just something light. I always like that first snowfall to have some impact. Caroline says, thank you for removing the ads. You're welcome. Funky Young says you once recorded walking up Yonge about 10 years ago and kept getting nasty looks. I think the world has changed a lot in the last 10 years, right? People are used to seeing people FaceTiming and on Instagram. Or just out recording. There's a lot more cameras in public. It's really just the mentally ill people that take issue. You would have to be mentally ill to take issue with someone if you saw a camera in public, to be honest. But you do have to watch out for it and be careful. Because sadly, we do have a mental health crisis in the city. But yeah, I would imagine 10 years ago, things would be a lot different than now, where you see someone with a camera, you don't really blink in 2023. Vivian is here. Hello, Vivian. Thanks for joining in. Oh, I think we are hitting a protest. Protest as we look up at what will soon be the tallest residential building in the city. Hey, I was planning on going south here at Yonge Street. It looks like we've run into a Stop the Violence protest. I don't know what violence they're talking about, but that's a message I can get behind in general. I thought it might have been the freedom protest. But I saw some rumblings was happening. All right, there's a ticket. Cops, noise by law. I don't mind hearing an engine rev every now and then. Sounds kind of cool, actually. Just not at 2 a.m. when I'm trying to sleep. All right, so we are at Yonge and Bloor, and I am going to be walking south here. I guess we're tagging along with this protest. Apparently revving your engine means stop the violence. I don't know what's behind this march. Maybe someone can look it up online and let us know. Hey, here's someone else with a smartphone on a gimbal. Here's someone making a video right now, just saying they're protesting anti-violence. This was not planned. I was literally making my way south down Yonge, and we just happened to coincide with this. I'm happy to walk alongside big city things as they happen in the big city. Sounds like a 10-cylinder car. Could be wrong, says Tad. I'll probably get near the front of this. They should go south of the border. It would be more poignant. Vivian, sorry for the caps. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. We're currently heading south down Yonge Street. Whoops. I was kind of thinking of going down towards Union as my final destination. Maybe we'll get a look at what this vehicle is doing all the revving just up ahead. Maybe I could stop at the rail until it's over. What I could do is just get my legs moving a little faster and get ahead of it. Why don't we do that? Yeah, I put myself in speed walking mode. And I think I see another protest up ahead.
People are dying! Enough is enough! Enough is enough! What do we want? What do we want? What do we want?
Someone's just revving the shit out of their motorcycle up ahead here. You can smell it. These people at the front of this are just inhaling this. This can't be healthy. Guy's got a pretty serious camera setup. All right, so we are ahead of that protest and walking into another one up ahead. Interesting time to be going for a stroll down Yonge Street. All right, thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'll be streaming, I think, for another half hour. This might be a new thumbnail opportunity. Just waiting for the lights here. All right. Time to keep moving. This is Yonge and Wellesley. All right. Someone do a wheelie? All right, what is this coming up? Which I think says clickbait title, I'm in a protest. There is a protest against the privatization of healthcare around Queen's Park on Monday. All right, from one protest to another. If you're planning on driving down Yonge Street, south of Bloor today, make alternate arrangements for the next little while. Sorry guys, I'm just looking something up on my phone here. Oh wow, I think Jeff is live streaming this one up here. We might see Travel Fun, Jeff Lepard. I think he's at the front of this. All right, I'm going to try to race in front of this one too. What an interesting day. I'm looking for Jeff. These sightseeing buses are getting an interesting sight this afternoon. I thought I would see Jeff. I wonder if they're going south on Yonge Street here, or if they're turning right. Maybe there'll be another protester where they're protesting these protests. It's like that Mitch Hedberg joke. I'm against protests, but I don't know how to show it. I swear I saw Jeff here. He is apparently...
Don't be controlled by COVID.
Oh, well, I don't see Jeff. Maybe I'm blind?
Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
All right, we're gonna get moving ahead of this one now. Where's the hate for our premier? They're like an evil two-headed serpent, and they're all directing it at one of the two. Anyways, we're gonna keep going south here. Jellybean says this is weird. I was not planning on running into those two protests. I guess it's effective from a policing point of view. Just have the protests lined up back to back, following the same route. Skywalking says doing this is trying to get media attention. I think this goes on almost every Saturday or every other Saturday. I'm not really sure. But we're making our way south. Chris Mills says, I bet 10% will actually vote. That's the problem with Ontarians.
Yeah, I know. You know what? Like, I didn't.
Oh well. This is Gerrard Street. I'm gonna walk on the outside of this scaffolding barrier here. This guy has a sign that says, say no to microchips. What kind of microchips, sir? Are you sure most microchips are good? You're gonna have to be more specific with your requests there. If you're wondering, I do have an ice cold bubbly in my backpack. Laughman says, am I planning to stay around downtown for Nuit Blanche? I've got to make a video after this and pick something up. And then I got to go back to Midtown, and then I'm coming back downtown. So I'll be going around this area for Nuit Blanche. I might make a quick video. I want you to go back to the Middle Ages. Okay, we have hit a non-protest zone. Tatmeyer says the amount of weed stores, holy crap. Yeah, and a lot of them have shut down. But it's like whack-a-mole, they start popping up again. I just buy my edibles online. James Greenwood loves microchips. And we've almost arrived at Yonge and Dundas. Should I retitle it A Crazy Day on Yonge Street? There's the World Food Market. We were so busy, I never stopped and got coffee. And we are at Yonge and Dundas. Rally at Ontario Place this afternoon to save the 850 plus trees to be cut down for the huge luxury spa. Yes, there's a good cause. I saw that on Reddit. The luxury spa nobody asked for. And there's a horrific utilization of that land. And they could have just built it on CNE land. Why our waterfront? There's plenty of opportunity to be corrupt and grift off the taxpayers without selling the waterfront off like that. What is this? Original Squishmallows. Join the Squishmallow squad. What the heck is this? Oh, this is Dundas Square. You might be seeing more of this area in some upcoming videos. And it's kind of busker central across the street over there. We got a magician straight ahead. Tatmeyer says Tokyo Smoke has insane prices. I think all those retail stores, except for the legal gray area ones, have insane prices, to be honest. You can order online. We're at one of the Mississaugas of the credit stores, where they don't have that silly 10 milligram limit. Christos misses Sam the Record Man. And there was also A&A right there. And a big sunrise. And Playa de Record, which moved to Chinatown. Popeyes on the left. Things are a lot calmer. Still a lot of people on the streets, just not as boisterous in this area. I think we're gonna head down to Union Station, and then that guy put his hand over his face when he saw my camera, so I just pointed it away and gave him a nod. Someone saw a GameStop. Hey, I just bought MLB The Show on PS5. When I bought the digital version, because I only have the digital PS5, it was on sale, $38.99. Chris Mill says, anyone remember Records on Wheels? Play to record, not playa. I saw the documentary once. I half-ass watched it, but it's an excellent documentary from what I saw. You can catch that on Amazon Prime. So from the sights and sounds of protests to the sounds of construction. They'll be closing off some of these areas for Nuit Blanche coming up tonight. I think there's 88 exhibits in total around the city, as far away as Etobicoke, Scarborough, and North York. That might be the helicopter, actually, yeah. There's a helicopter just up there on the roof. We'll see if that takes off. That's what all that noise is. Not construction, but a helicopter. Sounds like they just shut down the engine. It's at St. Mike's Hospital.
I'm sorry.
It's not uncommon to see the helicopter coming and going from there. Which PlayStation 5 do I have? I have the digital only edition. And part of me kind of wishes I went with a Series X instead, because I effing hate the PlayStation controller. Give me the offset sticks any day. It's so much better. And I'm getting used to it. So this is Queen Street coming up. And if Queen Street weren't blocked off, some of those protests might have made a right here and veered over to City Hall. Ben says much quieter here, indeed. There's Queen Street closed off between Bay and Victoria. I think there'll be some Nuit Blanche installations right around here. There were last year. So on the left is the St. Lawrence neighborhood, on the right, the financial district. And we're at Richmond Street. There it says they're closing Queen Street for Nuit Blanche. Isn't that kind of redundant? Must be sections other than between Victoria and Bay. I don't really think they can do much for Nuit Blanche between those anyways, given all the construction equipment in the center of the road. Did they fix all the bugs in Cyberpunk? I have no idea. And we're at 440 viewers. Thank you, everyone. Get ahead of that little herd of people. Does my TV support 4K at 60 hertz? It does. It doesn't do 120, but it's also very good at HDR. Do you like one-way streets in a downtown area? I do. Jelly Bean, $10 if you still need a coffee. I do, Jelly Bean. Thank you so much. But it might come at the end of the stream. I'm running on a tight schedule, actually. I have a specific time. I have to be at a specific place. Thank you so much for the $10, Jelly Bean. To go towards a coffee. Marge also super chatted to go towards a coffee as you look at my shiny ass forehead.
Yes, he does. Where are you working right now? I work down here. Look first time.
This is Adelaide Street coming up. Da, 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 da. 10,000 steps. Thank you again, Jellybean. Also, thank you to Clifford and Herman for gifting 2 channel memberships earlier. All right, looks like the mods took care of something. Thank you guys. I missed it. I don't see every chat. Even last night during my home stream, I had trouble reading all the chats. I'm pretty sure I missed a fair bunch of them. I apologize for that. They're installing streetcar tracks and moving the bike lane on Adelaide. A lot of work being done. Do I like Jeeps? I guess, I don't know. Fences would be nice if they turned Yonge Street into a pedestrian-only street, yeah. Or even just like narrow it down to 1 lane of traffic in one direction, have a 2-way protected bike lane and expanded sidewalks. I guess they would argue for emergency vehicles, since it's such a major street, you need at least 2 lanes. But they closed parts of St. Catherine in Montreal, right? You can make it pedestrian only, but still have it open up to emergency vehicles if need be. Montreal certainly has this beat in terms of pedestrianizing major streets. All right, I'm gonna try to make this crossing here. We're gonna get to cross again in a second. Johnny, what's the cheapest and best burger in the city? I would say go to Square Boy if you want that. You can get a whole combo there, I think for like $6. Thanks, G. So this is now south on the west side of Yonge Street.
And I signed up, and
Although I'm gonna make a right at Wellington, just because I realized I'll be walking in the other direction on Yonge in a future video. I don't want to completely duplicate that. It's the Hotel Victoria. I wonder if they're open again. Looks like it. I saw a concierge. They were operating as a homeless shelter during the pandemic. This will be interesting to see if that hotel is completely back up. So this is Wellington Street. Inside. So we're going to take this over to Bay. Harvey's is the best burger joint. Maybe the best big chain burger joint. I still kind of like A&W, but They got rid of a lot of their really good deals on awcoupons.ca. Joseph says, is Yonge Street Toronto's main street? Kinda. You could make a case for like Queen West or Bloor Street, but probably Yonge would take it. It's certainly changing in character and becoming kind of generic and losing a lot of that character that gave it that sort of main street appeal. Smaller retailers are disappearing and getting replaced with big, boring corporate spaces. Banks, Shoppers, Drug Marts, and that sort of thing. It's almost tragic what's happening in Yonge Street. We need more housing. That part is good, but the way those buildings are meeting the street is kind of a shame, in my opinion. Robert says A&W is better. Although A&W in Canada is not at all the same as A&W in the States. They're two completely different things. I don't even think they have the burger family down in the States. Gordon says, I use the zoom at 150% in a browser. Are you really that old? Hey, this part of Bay Street is closed. This must be for Nuit Blanche. That's what this is. They're setting up for it tonight. Oh, this is neat. Maybe I can walk up this. It's not often you get a chance to just stroll through Bay Street like this instead of Yonge Street on my video. This will be packed tonight between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. Managed places, I don't think we'll see affordable housing again in our lifetime. I hope we do. A lot of these buildings today will hopefully become the affordable housing of tomorrow. That's often the fate of newer buildings over time. Crystal says BK is good when you're drunk. Oh, anything fried and fast is good when you're feeling the effects of adult beverages. All right, so mental note to self, if I'm recording tonight, come down Bay Street. There's the CN Tower. Mash says BK poutine portions are smaller now. Shrinkflation. Man, I bet they didn't even lower the price. But you know what, guys? I am going to wrap this up in a moment. I've got another video to record. You might see that tomorrow morning if I can find time to get that edited and uploaded. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in this afternoon. Huge thanks to our mods for their great work. Thanks to our channel members, Patreon supporters. Welcome to the 2 new channel members. Thank you, Herman and Clifford Taylor, for donating memberships. Huge thanks to everyone who sent support during the stream. And just everyone who watched. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, hit the bell. We are almost at 95,000 subscribers. But thank you so much, guys. I should have a video tomorrow morning on the channel at 9 a.m. EST premiering. So if you want to come hang out with everyone in the chat. I'm also going to try to do a Johnny Stumble stream tomorrow night around 8 p.m., but I can't promise. But I'm going to try. But huge thanks, guys. Sorry I wasn't able to get that iced coffee on stream, but I will as soon as I have a chance to take a breath. Thank you guys. Happy Saturday, eh? And I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.